Good evening. My name is Beth Schmidt. I'm a local mom and co-founder of Maryland Heroin Awareness Advocates, where we help fund sober living. My 3 boys were raised here in Carroll County, all graduates from Liberty High School in Sykesville: Sean, Alex, and Eric Schmidt. My eldest son, Sean, died of a pure fentanyl overdose 2 days after his 23rd birthday on December 16th, 2013. Since that day, it has become my passion to raise awareness of addiction, fight stigma, and share Sean's story to show that addiction can happen to anybody. Last year, around Sean's birthday, I started to have thoughts pop into my head about all the things that I have learned since his death. I would grab my phone and text those thoughts to myself so that I wouldn't forget. The following is a combination of those thoughts. I have learned that a mother can survive without a piece of her heart. I have learned that the world is a cruel and evil place, but that it is also filled with kind and compassionate people. I have learned that people that we consider close friends can say some of the cruelest things and become strangers, and that strangers can have some of the most kind and compassionate words and become close friends. I have learned to be more open-minded and less judgmental, but at times I find myself being judgmental of those that are less open-minded. I have learned that I love harder and I miss more, yet at the same time I fear loving and missing so much. I have learned that I miss my other 2 sons so very much more when they are away from me. So much that my body physically aches, and I know that I have this growing pain in my heart when I know that I will see them again, because seeing them means they will have to leave my side again, and that uncontrollable ache will start all over. I have learned that almost 6 years later, I still don't know how to help my other boys through this loss, and that I cannot see things from their point of view, and that this is still a work in progress. I have learned that every day sucks on some level, and you just learn to deal with it. I have learned that my son meant so much to so many people, and yet there are so many people that will never have the joy of meeting him. I have learned that 23 years wasn't enough, but it's easier on my heart to celebrate the years that I had with him than to mourn and dread the years that I will have without him. I have learned that this is not the end, and that on good days I can feel my son by my side, but on bad days I'm guilty of being selfish and wanting him here in the flesh and blood beside me to talk to hug, and to laugh with. I have learned that parents that have not experienced this loss cannot understand the depths of the sorrow this causes and the extent of the effect this has on every aspect of your being, and that I would never want them to truly understand. I have learned that life's precious moments are to be treasured, and that I need to get in the pictures with my family. I have learned that something that makes me laugh can also make me cry. I have learned that forgiveness of others is easier than forgiveness of oneself. I've learned that time does not make child loss any easier. I have learned that I am constantly exhausted, yet when I'm alone, I cannot sleep. I have learned that grief takes a visible, physical toll on the human body that is hard to combat. I have learned that great grief is a sign of great love. I have learned that grief does not come in steps, but it comes in waves, and that you learn to surf. Some days the seas are rough, and others are more calm, but a storm can pop out of seemingly nowhere at any time. I have learned that this new life is a balancing act between what was before, the existence of life now, what will never be, and what awaits on the other side. I have learned that I have a voice that I never thought that I would have, and that I never wanted to have, and that some days I can speak through my tears, and other days it physically hurts to breathe. My son has taught me to use my voice in hopes of keeping other parents from having to walk this path. He has helped me to see that by using my voice, I may help others have a different perspective of addiction, recovery, love, and grief, and that may help someone feel a little less alone. I have learned that to live without your child is to live in constantly conflicting realms of existence. I am broken, but I am breathing, and as long as I am breathing, I will do whatever it is that I can to help in any way. I have learned that with love, support, and understanding, a mother can survive without a piece of her heart. My name is Beth Schmidt, and because of Sean and my boys, this is my brave.